Behind the mask.
Man, we back on the road, bro. We got one of our all-time favorite, all-time greats, Steve Smith, man.
What's up, man?
Appreciate you coming on the BTM podcast. Finally, this dude, I thought he was lying to me. I'm like,
Hey.
dog, can we get Agent 89 on the podcast?
Man, this is my guy. I'm inconsistent a little bit with him, but he always can count on me. I may be a little tardy, but he can count on me.
That's
Damn
a fact.
right.
That's a fact. Listen, man. So obviously, former teammate Carolina Panthers. I'm on record saying, pound for pound, hands down, one of the greatest receiver to play in the game. And I say that because I've seen you go across the middle, not only catch the ball, but block linebackers, put them on their ass before they changed the rules for crackbacking. Yeah. Remember, we had to play some source crack. We used to come down and lay cats out. But one of the best players to ever throw on a wide receiver number and go out there and do it. Where does Steve Smith stand in terms of feeling you're going to get in the Hall of Fame?
I mean, I think possibly one of these days, but I also know, things happen for a reason, right? And I think where things are right now, just for me, and I'll say this and I'll kind of sidetrack. I remember I grew up in Los Angeles and our reunion was around that time. And head-wise, I wasn't ready to go to my high school reunion with the right perspective. I was thinking I was going to go to my high school reunion and flex. And I didn't go because I knew my intentions were not right. And so I believe right now, my weight is my weight. And as I'm waiting, I'm also learning and discovering things about myself and refining and working on things about myself that I think I'm glad I'm not in the Hall. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that speech right now because I'm still Captain Petty on some things that I'm trying to refine. And so I think I may get up there and act exactly how some folks are expecting me to act. And so I'm good with it. I can't complain about God's timing, right? And so we got to fear standing still, but accept slow growth.
That means a lot, bro. And I want to go back. I think one of your greatest assets, one of them, is the mentality that you come when you step on the football field. It was destroy everything.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that was walking.
Yes.
I remember we played in this game. And I remember, you were notorious for the crackbacks. And if you didn't like a DB, you was supplanting him in the ground. But you came by and you was like, hey, Spikes, you stay out of my neighborhood. I'm going to stay out of yours.
Yes, sir.
And I was like, all right. But, bro, talk about, where did that mentality come from to make you who you are as a man and as a player?
My grandpa. My grandpa always told me, you want to play this game? Use Stevan. You got to play this game. And he used Jack Tatum. He used Bruce Smith. He used Eric Turner. He used guys. True. Ronnie Lott was Don Beebe's. He used to tag Don Beebe all the time. He tagged Beebe when he was playing with the Raiders. He tagged Beebe when he was playing with the Jets, right? 49ers. And I just remember that, and so I played the game. I felt the right way. If I were crack back on somebody, most of the time I hit anybody, linebacker, D lineman, I hit you up top.
Yeah, facts.
If I hit you down low, that means I had no respect for you. And if you have no respect, that means you're willing to deal with whatever consequences after the fact. And so most guys I respect, I would hit them up high.
Yeah.
And I used to tell guys, man, I'm going to hit you. I can hit you back.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And so that's
dead ass.
Yeah, and so I always conducted myself that way, but I love football. Football did for me at that time in my life, it was two things. One, it was the only legal game that I can make the amount of money I can make and sleep well at night, not look over my shoulder. And two, it was hand-to-hand combat in which I could not get arrested for because you was going to get your ass whooped. And so I appreciated that. I looked at the game the way it was, and I tried to play the game the way it deserved with respect, honor, and the way it was a fist fight in a phone booth. And that's the way I got down.
Damn, so look like it. All the time.
Listen, there's so many stories, and this is pre-social media, really, but I distinctively remember defensive backs talking junk to you, and you let them know, like, this is not what you want.
Yes.
One time we were playing the Falcons, a kid got signed, and you told him, that lease that you just signed, don't let the ink dry, because you ain't gonna be here after this week.
Yeah.
Shook him off the line, poof, scored a touchdown. Guess what happened? He got cut the next Monday.
Yeah.
Another time, we playing against Sam Madison and the Dolphins. Remember that time? We down there, and he said something along the lines of what you gonna do when you turn on Sports Center tonight and you watching it with your son? And he said, "Damn, Daddy, you got cooked." And then he went and scored a touchdown and laid on the pillow, laid on the ball. And it was so many jewels. And I'm sitting there as a lineman, you in your stance, you hear this trash talk. You like, this ain't gonna happen. And then Smitty did it. Yeah. And then, like I say, he backed it up with backed the words up with the play. And that's why I'm comfortable saying, hands down, the best receiver I play with. I think one of the best in the game, bro. So I'm just giving you love.
I would say one of the things I appreciate that. I would say one of the biggest things that I struggled with, even now, is I see people, they look at my trash talk, and trash talk is part of sports.
Yeah.
But they look at that and that's a turnoff for people because they think that's all I am.
Yeah.
And Tutan was in the meeting. I studied. Mm-hmm. I handwrite all of my notes in television, and I handwrote all of my plays in the meeting every day.
Right.
We did
detail,
first
bro.
and second. We did third down and fringe, and then red zone. And I still have those notebooks today because I go back when I'm doing television. What is the terminology? What is the play? And are they still running the same concept so I can know? So when you feel like I'm just talking sideways, no, I'm talking about the concept and how the play is supposed to be ran and why you ran it the wrong way. And then I also have a training book, and I used to and still talk to defensive guys. What's a TE stunt? What's a Mike Will? What is this? What is that? Because for me, for me, going on television, people think I don't study film because, why are you talking sideways? So, well, one, I talking sideways because I know you being lazy and you're not doing what you're supposed to. And then the other part is I've kind of scaled back a little bit and said, hey, this guy needs to work on this and more evaluating and less talking down to players. And so I'm working on that because I'm also like, I try to shoot it straight, and I'm lazy at times where I'm just saying, dude can't play. And y'all had Tori on here who challenged me. He said, Steve, you always say, dude, he can't play. Tell me why. And then I would like, well, here's why. Because I would just, man, he's just suck.
Yeah.
But no, because he can't play because his feet, or he tips this, or he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. So I got to always remind myself, stop being lazy.
Gotcha. Give us the why.
Yes, give you the why instead of the hood why is he can't play.
Yeah. Well, bro, you're doing an amazing job, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
We can catch him on NFL Network. He's everywhere. Agent 89, man. Appreciate you stopping by, my dog.
My guy.
Appreciate you.
When you come through the A, man, got to get you on for a little bit longer, too, if you come through the A.
Yeah, you know I'm a West Coast guy.
Shit, we'll come out to the West Coast.
No, I'm saying, I'm West Coast. Like, I go West Coast.
Yeah.
Or I'm in Charlotte.
Yeah. It's all good. We'll make it happen, man.
All right.
Steve Smith, y'all.
Behind